Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we defeated Orin and now we are ready to free Halsin finally and then loot the area. We still have some of these ball cultists that didn't join the fight. I'm assuming if we had fought our way in here, we would have had to fight all of them, but because we took out Gortash first, we were allowed to walk in here and then freely fight her without being challenged. But anyway, yeah, we need to loot her as well. I think we already picked up the Netherstone in cutscene, but we're going to check her body anyway. Okay, clicking on Halsin is not the right way. So, Starion, can you lockpick this table? Oh, come on. Fine. Lockpick it again. We'll cast guidance. Do better. There you go.
What is this foul place?
Hey, Halsin.
Oh, you came for me. Thank you. I feared Orin's accursed smile would be the very last sight I beheld. Every breath in this place reeks of corruption. I will return to camp. The air is cleaner there.
Okay. We will talk to you there. Speaking of corruption, I didn't realize the last time when we were fighting, but apparently Lae'zel and Astarion were afflicted with this flesh rot. Vulnerability to all damage. Yikes. Good thing we're not really needing to deal with that at the moment.
What's inside?
So we'll talk to Halsin once we're out of here. Anyone here have anything on them that I care about? The answer is probably no. They just all have murderous cut.
On my way.
Are you not going to open that one? Yeah, so none of those matter. Let's check the spectator that we brought into the fight. Nope. Okay, yeah, none of them have anything of interest. So Orin had studded leather armor +2. Crimson Mischief. It's a short sword. D6 +4 piercing, plus an additional D4 of piercing, plus a D4 of necrotic. Deals an additional D4 piercing damage against targets with 50% of their hit points or fewer. +2 weapon. When you make an attack with advantage, the target takes an additional 7 piercing damage. And then offhand only, when you make an attack with your offhand, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the attack. Give that to Astarion. We'll see what he can do with it. Oh, the altar key. That probably would have been helpful. Then mutilated carapace, which is clothing. Gross. You gain +1 to attack and damage rolls while shapeshifting or disguised. Advantage on deception checks and persuasion checks. Okay. And then the question is, do we want to just wipe out the rest of these cultists while we're here? We don't have to, but the worshippers of Baal. I can't think of a good reason to let them live. And let's do a short rest first anyway. Because they're all like... Okay, level 11 is at least somewhat problematic. Most of the others are like... We got a bunch of level 3s and 5s that we could just sneeze on and they would die. Let's start down here. I think I am going to wipe them all out. It just seems like the thing to do. Then we'll get back to camp and talk to Halsin. Oh. Did you guys just die?
From bonds free, no more a slave. Liberators, saviors, pawns, youths, fools, released. Usefulness ended. Targeted. Killed. Death unavoidable.
I guess the Absolute is saying that it killed these individuals because they were... I'm not really following. I talk to the bones. Will encumber me. 1 book, 1 pound is where I'm at. Well, great. This is a notebook filled with handwritten poems, most of which seem to be about communing with the murdered dead through contemplation of their corpses. The verse, much of it quite accomplished, is lyrical and elegiac. Not familiar with that word. Profoundly insightful and even moving. The final poem is 34 lines in length, ending with the words below. Your corpus was killed, your life ephemeral, but your death was fine art, and art is eternal. Hail, immortal victim, hail. In sacrifice, live ever on. So these people didn't have Mind Flayer parasite, so it wasn't the brain that killed them, as I was originally assuming. Or at least, yeah, I don't think the brain killed them because they weren't part of the Absolute stuff. I don't know. Unclear. But I'm pretty sure they were alive before we started the fight when we were wandering around there, and they are dead at this point. But not everyone died, because all these other people are still alive, so I don't know. Something went on there that I'm not fully understanding. But that's fine. Alright, Astarion.
Keep your distance.
I was going to get you a short sword. So we've got +1 to attack rolls, damage, spell save, blah blah blah. Inflict for every foe you slay up to a maximum of +3. And that's the really good one that increases your crit chance or your crit range. So let's put this in your main hand. Keep that one. You'll still get to make your 2 attacks, of course. But now you're just getting lots of extra damage. I could, on the other hand, switch them, because this one now will allow him to get his offhand, or his damage on his offhand. Yeah, so he's adding his dexterity modifier. I don't know. 11 to 16, 9 to 14 versus... That one's still 11 to 16, but this is 15 to 20, so that's the better
Over there.
direction. And yeah, let's have you attack out of the blue. Invalid target. No, not the spectator. You. Can't reach. Yeah. Tossing a save just in case it triggers everyone at once, which I'm not expecting. Although we could probably still take it anyway. So sneak attack here. Oh, right, you're unstoppable. Grrr. So those were wasted attacks. That wasn't part of the plan. You can't reach destination. Can you fly over here then?
Go for the throat.
Alright. Mistakes were made. Actually, you're human, yes? Yeah. Let's do a bite. Get your happy... Oh, it did trigger everyone. Okay, well that's fine. That's less cool. Yeah, and we're taking extra damage because of the stricken with flesh rot, which I recognized could have been a problem, but I was hoping it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Alright, well wake him up, please. Sadly, that's your whole action. I could still healing word at a high level. I guess I shall, just to give him a bit more healing. 15. For a 4th level spell. It's healing word, so I knew it would be terrible, but still.
I will ascend.
Alright. Lae'zel, can you do something to this one? Critical miss on a 95%. Why do you critical miss an absurd amount? It just feels like a lot. Oh, you got your unstoppables back? And another crit miss. Hello? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. You still had an unstoppable. Now you don't. There. That's you down. Yeah, we're counterspelling that. Slow sounds awful. And I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, you all... So they're just all going to get Unstoppable 3 every turn. Amazing.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Alright. For you, let's turn off sneak attack. Because this first attack is going to be an unstoppable. There. Then we turn sneak attack back on. I mean... Cool. I don't think it was sneak attack. Must not have been advantage? Not sure why. Probably something was giving him disadvantage. Oh, so you didn't get your unstoppable back, and you don't have unstoppable. You are annoying as a mage.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Yeah, get your stab in, that's fine. Fly here. Goodbye. Someone else has now joined the fight. Probably got a little bit too close. It's fine.
Faith will protect me.
good solid hit. Crit with a inflict wounds. That feels good.
This is your end. Make way.
All right, let's have you fly up here. Or not. Not enough movement. You're within the circle. All right. Dash. Fly over to this one.
Be split and spilt before his
Critical miss. Ugh. Alright, you're probably still there, and you are. So an area attack is sufficient to reveal you.
No time for mercy.
Just being a little bit quick about this, because I'm not really worried about most of these guys.
got to focus. Heading there.
Not enough movement, so you can't... Yeah, you're too low of an angle. Alright, we'll dash you forward as well.
Swift and lethal.
Lae'zel shouldn't have a problem here. Except for all them critical misses.
Taking position.
Alright, let's fly you forward. Nope. Alright. Alright, Astarion, what can you do?
On my way.
Run forward. Dash forward. Then probably just shoot your bow. Good sneak attack damage. Is there anyone else still alive? Not that I'm seeing.
Very well.
We'll do a quick loop to make sure. So we had some people over here earlier. Hey there, guys. They're just like, wow, this place is a lot emptier than it was earlier, but I'm sure there's nothing to be concerned about. Don't hit allies, please. It's not showing them getting knocked off. My allies like, we desperately want to be in the spell effect. Yeah. It's not showing the path that they will fly, which is weird to me. I can see the path my allies will take. You guys all have Unstoppable, so there's no point starting out with Astarion. It doesn't undo effects, I don't think. It just minimizes the damage, right? Reduce the next damage taken to 1 and consumes 1 charge of Unstoppable. Cannot be moved by any external forces. Okay, so that's why it's not showing them move. They literally can't be moved. Alright, we'll start out the fight with a 4th level magic missile. Send 3 at you and 3 at you.
Sought to fight, and now you have one.
I do. Perhaps I shouldn't have had my sorcerer right in the middle of the fight when I started that. Now that I'm thinking about it. That suddenly seems like a bad idea. A little late. Cannot harm sanctuary, of course. Meh. It's fine. Oh, am I mobilized because of Sentinel? Okay, so you can't do anything there easily. But you could get over here and stab. You can probably get over here. Sure, that'll work. Stab this one. Well, that was quick and easy. And then I guess that's that. You can't target her. Alright, what are we going to do with you? Well, once you attack, Sanctuary ends. So that solves that problem, thank you.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I don't have an action because I was stunned, maybe?
Let's finish this.
Another good inflict. Another miss from you. The Deva's not amazing, but it's something. There we go. I think that's the whole ball temple
Find a way forward.
ended. I don't remember if there's anything back this direction. No, there wasn't. This was just the hallway that led in. There wasn't any people out here. So yeah, well done, team. Ball is finished. Although it's still showing this as a hostile area, which you would think if everyone was dead, there wouldn't be any harm in resting here. Let me make sure I have the Netherstone. Yes, Orin's Netherstone, Gortash's, and Kethric's. Brilliant. And we are now no longer in a harmful zone.
Energy wanes.
So let's
Time
go
to rest.
to camp. Resting will be good because our people have that rot that I want to get rid of as well. Halsin. Where? I don't remember where he hangs out because it's been so long. Oh, okay. Right, Minthara's going to have stuff to say because she hated Orin. Anyone else? I mean, I probably want to go around and talk to everyone regardless. Let's talk to everyone now that Orin is dead to see if they have anything to say. Then we'll talk to Halsin, which might prompt people to have more to say. I'm unsure.
Maybe they'll bring us closer.
Orin was a monster, whatever her form. I suppose growing up somewhere like this would make a monster of anyone.
Sure.
Good riddance to the shape changer. Couldn't have happened to a worse wretch.
You look so terrible. We need a rest. Volo, I doubt you have anything to say, but in case you do.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
I was hoping he'd say something about Orin, us defeating her, or having defeated all three dead three.
Hells take that ball freak. She would have bled the whole world just for the fun of it. We've got her Netherstone now. One step closer to getting the Netherbrain under control.
Yep.
I would be lying if I told you I was certain we would walk out of that temple alive. We faced Baldur once before, and I was not ready to count on luck a second time. But luck had no part in it. Just you. That is both chosen beaten, and their stones wrested from their grasp. But where they fall, the Elder Brain rises. It is already worming its way free. We must find it before it slips its collar, whether we are ready or not.
Yeah, we'll get to the Elder Brain soon enough. I'm definitely going to need to rest before that, though.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashiman winter.
Yes.
Orin's dead, which means we have taken one step closer to slaughtering the fetid Elder Brain.
Like, I disagree with Lae'zel on a lot of things, but at least she, unlike a lot of our party, is very clear about the brain needing to be killed and not controlled. A lot of people in our party were looking at different ways of controlling the Elder Brain for power. And that's never been her focus. Betting you guys don't have anything to say. I'll try just in case.
Moon Maiden's blessings to you.
Oh, I was like, Will's dad was right here. Okay, you walked over there. You probably also don't have anything to say.
Hail!
Hail to you. Yeah, so the random NPCs in our camp don't have anything to say.
Baal's chosen has been bled. May her torment be tenfold of that which she inflicted.
That's Orin dealt with. Good riddance. Now that we have her Netherstone, we're one big step closer to finishing this. Once and for all.
Yep. Just have the terrifying prospect of fighting an Elder Brain.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself. But surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you.
It is interesting that the game has them give conversations as if they were present in the fight when they weren't. Yeah. Like, it allows us to have these conversations, but it also feels weird to be making comments about their strength in the fight when they weren't actually in the fight. Few people could face the Chosen of Baal. You did. Our fight isn't over yet, not until we confront the Elder Brain. You have your vengeance. How does it feel? Yeah. How does it feel?
Like a dream half realized. Our fight is not done. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not.
Fair. And Halsin, you have been captured for a very, very, very long time. How are you feeling?
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
No comment about your time in captivity. What news from the Grove?
Wounds have healed. Damage has been undone. Balance has been restored. Those who seek to serve nature there can once again do so with all their hearts. There have been difficulties. Some initiates harbor too much admiration for Korga's course of action. Francesca will do what she must to rid them of such notions. She is well suited to the task. Better than I, perhaps. To cleanse a land of shadows is one thing, but to sway a heart from a dark path is another matter entirely. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader.
I think you were fine. You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you. Fair. Grove aside, I'm glad you stayed with me. Sure, I haven't actually made much use of you, but glad you're here. You could resume your position at the Grove once we've defeated the Absolute. Also true. Not everyone was meant for leadership. There's no shame in walking away. Kind of a harsh way of phrasing it, but also still true. That not everyone needs to be a leader or should be a leader. You could resume your position at the Grove once we've defeated the Absolute.
I thought that would be the case once. Yet, perhaps the Grove will not need me. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
How are you? You weren't harmed when Orin took you, I hope?
Just my pride. I can't believe I allowed myself to be knocked unconscious and spirited away like that. Impressive that she managed to move my bulk, come to think of it. I wonder how that was managed. But in either case, it seems I was insensible for much of my ordeal. Small mercies.
I mean, she had an army of changelings. It'd be pretty easy to have them pick you up and take you away, regardless of your bulk. How am I holding up in your estimations? Kind of a silly question.
I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded.
Okay. Let's see if anyone wants to talk about Halsin. I guess we'll start with Shadowheart.
Did you want something?
Nope.
If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Okay. So, if people had comments about Halsin being back after talking to him, they probably would have said, or Shadowheart probably would have said something. So I think we're good to just camp for the day. It's a bit of a rough day going through that Orin fight. And I guess we're probably about to head... Oh, hey Halsin. You have more to say. We're probably about ready to go directly to the Absolute.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you.
You're welcome. I had my reasons for helping. You're a useful ally. So the fog's lifted. What have you discovered? Interesting question.
You. I discovered you. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now.
I know you've been gone a while, but Shadowheart and I are kind of a thing. What are you saying exactly? Many lovers? Perhaps your heart stirs more easily than you think. I mean, he's an elf. Elves live a long time. Although I doubt he's that old, based on appearance, compared to, say, Jaheira. I thought you were bound to nature. Flattered, but not interested. I don't want to just immediately shut him down, but I'm going to shut him down. I thought you were bound to nature.
I still have hot blood in my veins. Nature gifted us our desires, and the means to act on them. But we muddied its beautiful simplicity with rules, social strictures, clothes. So, I am not bound to nature. I am unbound in nature. I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Once the power of the Shadow Curse was broken, the connection was undeniable. We both felt it. But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more.
I don't think I've ever let him on. At least I haven't tried to. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested, but I'm already in a relationship. Afraid I just don't see you that way. If I wanted to rut with a half a ton of dumb muscle, I'd seduce a deep wrath. Wow. I'm afraid I just don't see you that way.
I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
Of course. It's also weird that his romance can start up right now at the end of the game. I mean, what feels like we're effectively at the end of the game. There's a few more things left to do. We've got the Elder Brain, we've got dealing with the Emperor and Orpheus. We've got to get the Crown of Karsus to Gale to give to Mistra. We've got to deal with the Absolute Army. Like, there's a few things still ahead of us, but they're all just a few minor big things to deal with. Minor big things. Ha! You know what I mean. Doesn't feel like they're going to be... yeah, it doesn't feel like those are going to be a lot to do. It's probably just going to be one thing after another pretty quick. At least that's my guess. Like, not a lot of side content I'm expecting between those events. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, no one has anything new to say, so I think we are ready to leave. So for that, I'm gonna end the episode here. Between episodes, I will talk to Gale, get Longstrider, and probably make my way back out of the Ball Temple area and start making my way towards the Absolute. So, yeah, we'll end it here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.